June 5th, 2023, and the little lambs are in the front yard now because they pretty much ate everything in the backyard. So they're just getting to meet the chickens right now. They're looking at the chickens like, what are those? What are those little things? You've probably never seen chickens before. Yeah, they're curious. Some of them are curious. You can actually hear them chewing, pulling up the grass. So the yard got mowed about 3 weeks before 4th of July. And it needed mowing again. It needed mowing again. So this is my solution to that. And they seem pretty happy about it. I'm just hoping they stay out of the hay. So I don't have to make a barricade. If they want to go in there and eat my hay, I'll have to make a barricade. But I can't imagine that they would want to eat old hay from last year when we got all of this grass to eat. And we've got lots of brush. That's a plum tree, and it just sent out all these sprouts a couple of years ago. Runners or whatever all over the lawn. I'm hoping they'll eat those all around the plum tree. All along the fence for the garden, I'm hoping they eat that. And then where the lilac bushes are, they're sending out runners too, so they could really clean this yard up. We could use all this brush gone. They put on quite a bit of weight since they got here. I think they've been here 2 weeks now. Oh look, one's eating some already. Eating some brush. Actually that's my plum tree, but they're short. They can't get very high into that. Look at them. Looks like they prefer that to the grass. You guys like plum leaves? Like plum leaves? Looks like it. Then over here, got potatoes. Potatoes are planted under this tree here because we ran out of garden space. So we had Lee Melville come and cut down one branch out of that tree. And it gave it much more sunlight. It looks like it worked because we got 4 rows of potatoes. They look great. There's few blossoms. And over here we got the apple tree. Through there you can see it. They've got that garden pasture where we first unloaded them. There's nothing in there. They've got that all eaten up. A couple days you won't recognize this yard. More brush there over by the barn, the chicken coop. All along this fence. And then here's my garden. It's really taken off. You can start to see blossoms now in there. The first 2 rows are squash. Next 2 rows are zucchini, yellow and green zucchini. Then over there on the far side is strawberries. These are squash and cucumbers over here. Then way over on the other side is some cabbage. Then we get the peppers on the end of the squash, and then the tomatoes, which I have to do something with those tomatoes today because 2 of the plants fell out of the tomato cage. And the tomatoes are just really going to town. So I have a lot of zucchini, but I feed it to the chickens and they just love it. We eat some, but they eat most of it. There's more brush they can eat. Then we're going to look at the baby chicks. On July 8th, they'll be a month old. So they're almost a month old. Now they're in this little pen with rollers on it. You can see the little rollers on it. So they have air flowing through now. We'll open up the top so you can get a better look at them. Black ones are barred rocks. You can see they're starting to get those little white specks on their feathers. The brown ones are ASI, and then there's 2 cream colored ones. I'm kind of guessing they're roosters, but I'm not sure. They're light colored, more light colored than the rest of them. Some are really quite dark brown than others. They're still getting medicated feed, and they're getting vinegar in their water to keep them from getting sick. But you can see this little cage is getting too small already. So I have to do something different pretty quick. Put that up. So we'll go back and look at the sheep one more time. The little lambs. There's my chickens. Oh, 3 eggs this morning. Thank you, girls. Thank you kindly. So I just have that cattle panel over the driveway, so I'm hoping we don't get any UPS or something today. So I'll have to drop it off and back out. And that's okay, they've done that before. These lambs are looking really good. Look really good. The only thing they won't eat is thistles. And even those, they'll eat part of them. Now goats will eat, they'll eat thistles, and donkeys will too. So when I had the donkey here for several years, she really cleaned up the thistles good, especially in the pasture. Well, they found the water. See, I've got that barn, both barn doors open. You can see clear through there. So they're going to be able to, when their bellies are full, they'll probably walk back through the barn. They like to sleep on the other side of the barn in the garden. So I'm thinking they'll go back in there to rest. What, kitty? What, kitty? Are you hungry? I don't think so. I saw you caught a mouse the other day. Yeah. Good girl. Good boy, I mean. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy, kitty. Good boy. Yeah. So, that's what's going on at the Rainbow Ranch. Have a good day. Like and subscribe.